Hello there, internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. Had to slow down on that one. I did try to do this intro like 5 seconds ago, and whenever I reach the Legends of Runeterra part, there's like a 50% win rate for me. You know, like sometimes I say it, you know, smoothly. Sometimes I barely get it. 50% of the time, I'm just like, and I have to like redo it. So, yeah. Felt like sharing that with you. We got another upload today, back to back. What the hell? What's happening? Well, we got another deck, and a deck that has performed really well for me, actually. As we are very close to Master's rank, you know, better late than never, am I right? But we've done some really good climbing with this deck that I'm going to share with you guys. And it's very interesting because it is Twisted Fate SWAIN, and I even tweeted about this yesterday because I started playing this deck. I built it to try to see if I can try hard a little bit on the ladder, and Twisted Fate SWAIN has been one of the archetypes that I've enjoyed the most, from a fun aspect and also from a competitive one as well. Like, I really do enjoy this archetype, and I feel like it's very reliable as well. It's one of the decks that I've played that is like least prone to matchups, even though there are very good matchups and worse matchups, right? But ultimately, I feel like this deck can adapt because of its reactive nature. It can, you know, like I said, adapt well to what it's facing, even if it may be very different playstyles. And with the inclusion, of Scorched Earth, from the new expansion, we're also able to deal with landmarks. So we pretty much have everything covered, and a very, very rewarding, powerful, but also can be somewhat difficult archetype to pilot. Like, there are some key decisions that you have to make, and you have to do everything you can to try to set up the SWAIN Leviathan lethal, which is what we work for with this. It is Twisted Fate SWAIN. It has been a meta deck for quite some time, but it has disappeared from not only the ranked ladder, but I think that these two are correlated, really. But it's also disappeared from the tier listings. Like, because ever since Go Hard Twisted Fate was a thing, it's kind of like a better version of the deck, right? So Twisted Fate SWAIN kind of just like fell into obscurity, despite the fact that it was a very popular archetype back in the day, and it was one of the most, like, one of the few tier 1 decks, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, kind of like Ashe, as I mentioned yesterday, it just disappeared. And I don't really understand this phenomenon as much as I do so with Ashe, because, like I said, ultimately it was a worse version of Go Hard. And as weird as it seems, it pretty much is that. Because streamers and high-level players have not really been talking too much about Twisted Fate SWAIN, it seems like, you know, all of the tier lists out there, you know, Swimstream, you got Team Leviathan Gaming, etc., etc. I haven't seen a single one not even like put this in like even tier 2 or tier 3 or anything, which is just ridiculous. It's basically like they all forgot about this deck. Like, that's exactly what happened. Like, it's not anything else. Like, they all forgot about this deck, because this deck actually, I think it's tier 1. I think it's one of the few tier 1 decks right now. I think it's one of the best decks in the meta, and it has been extremely good for me. In fact, I'm going to show you guys, I'm not going to show you my win rate, because I don't want to spoil today's video, actually. That would be great. But basically, what I have done is I have made it more unit-based. I incorporated a full set of the Crusty Codger and also a full set of Fortune Croaker. Why? Because it's about time we, you know, are honest with ourselves and, you know, realize that Fortune Croaker is absolutely broken. Like, fundamentally busted. One of the most broken cards in the game right now, by far. And it is an auto-include in pretty much any Bilgewater deck, I would say. It's just that good. It has been that good ever since it was printed, but people didn't really realize. And that includes myself, by the way. Like, I didn't want this kind of card to be that good, because I didn't want to value card draw in this game that much, but it really is. There's not that many ways to draw cards, and Fortune Croaker is just absolutely phenomenal. It's like a 2-mana Shadow Assassin that in this deck also helps us level up SWAIN here. Well, and Twisted Fate as well. But with SWAIN, we get 2 out of his 12 combat damage procs generated with Fortune Croaker right here, and the same can be said for Crusty Codger. These two help us level up SWAIN, keep confusing the two, and also help us spread out and go wide in the board so we can slowly but surely burn down the opponent, because Twisted Fate SWAIN is kind of like a control deck, but it's also a mid-range deck, and it's also like a slow burn deck, really. It is technically like a worse version of Go Hard, really. It does play in a similar fashion, tries to go wide early with these units, and then has a bunch of reactive tools, but it is more flexible and more efficient at reacting, right, to what the opponent is doing, as we have not only Ravenous Flocks, but we're also running Death's Hand, Make It Rain, Noxian Fervor. All these can be enhanced with a Dreadweight Deckhand. And we're also playing a one-off of Blade's Edge. As I was recording this video, I was playing 3 copies of Scorched Earth, but I'm a big fan of a one-off of Blade's Edge in SWAIN Twisted Fate decks. That's kind of like my own personal, you know, little Mogwai touch on the archetype. You know, it's just kind of like my thing, right? Like Mogwai, oh, you play Twisted Fate SWAIN? No, I don't play any sort of pleb-based Twisted Fate SWAIN. I run one Blade's Edge because I'm that cool, you know, I'm that different. I'm like, you know, like an anime character. I play my Blade's Edge. I can call this deck different from every other deck in the meta. So yeah, we have that. We have a full set of Leviathan, a one-off of Riptide Rex. I also like a one-off of Jack the Winner. It may seem a little bit out of place, but this card puts in the work. It can help me enable a Riptide Rex in the late game potentially. It can also help me trigger SWAIN, and it kind of serves like a 4th 5-drop as well. That's very, very neat. Even though these two are just the one-off, they actually do put in a lot of work, and there's a lot of games that I would not have won because of these. And the same thing can be said about Blade's Edge. Very, very clutch card too, especially with leveled up SWAIN. You can set up some surprise stuns as you chain several fast speed spells back to back, right? We also have enough card draw to, you know, work legitimately for Twisted Fate's level up. So forcing our opponent to answer him. Like, there are games in which my opponents just will not be able to find that Calling Strike or whatever it is they have, and we get a sick Twisted Fate level up that just most of the time leads to a win. It's very hard to defeat leveled up Twisted Fate in this game, and I love that because, you know, he is my favorite champion. Both of these are my top 5 favorite champions, so I absolutely love this deck, even though it's a bit more standard. But it has, you know, flown under the radar for far too long. So here I am sharing it with you guys and bringing it up to speed again. So these damn tier list sites can actually put it back in there, because this is like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, the fact that this deck has been forgotten is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. So that's where I'm going to leave this video at. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for Legends of Runeterra content, which I do post on a very regular basis. One would say even daily, but I'm not going to go there. So that's... Well, I'll stop talking. Have a soul day. I just realized that the lights, I didn't really properly close my window there. Well, hopefully the lighting didn't make my deck tech that much worse. There's many other factors that probably did that anyway. So yeah, love ya. Have a soul day. I'll see you around. All right, here we go. We're facing Ash Sejuani. I was supposed to start recording a little bit earlier, but my doc came in. Okay, so Ash Sejuani, aka the deck that we featured yesterday. Check it out. You know, it's on the YouTube. Yesterday's upload. It's free. It's fantastic. Self-promotion over. Alright, we're gonna keep the Crusty Codger. I wanna keep the Twisted Fate and the Arachno Sentry. I'm actually gonna drop the... No, I'm gonna keep the Death's Hand as well. I want a Ravenous Flock, but I'm not gonna remove the Death's Hand. It could still be used to eliminate something like a Trifarian Glory Seeker. I do like this Crusty though. I'm gonna attack. Just guarantee get some damage on him.
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
Nice. He could have had an Avarosa Sentry and Iceville Archer, so I stand by my attack. I got 2 damage, unless they play...
I'll cut them apart. You're mine.
This is fine. I could have used my Death's Hand, but I wanted to wait out a little bit.
Gotcha. I'm always up for a round or two.
I'm gonna go for Twisted Fate here.
Remember me.
After I bait him.
All or nothing. Over there.
What if he has a Troll Chant? I'm gonna Death's Hand. I don't want to waste my Ravenous Flock here. If I lose my Twisted Fate, so be it. But I'm happy I did that, because only Troll Chant really stopped that. and being able to beautiful.
Lady Luck is smiling. Patience.
I'm gonna go for a Scorched Earth onto that. Omen Hawk, alright.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Yippee! I talk to spirits. These are my rules.
Swiftly now.
This is outrage.
I'm gonna go with this. They go for a Calling Strike. What if they have another one? Because man, I would really, really, really love to. I mean, what if that's a second Calling Strike? You know? Unless it's a second Calling Strike in his hand, like back-to-back Calling Strikes, we're gonna be able to level up Twist of Fate. I guess you
Now,
can with
speak
them all.
up.
There we go.
Outplayed.
Fuck yeah. Alright, we climbing, boys. Slowly but surely. Climbing. Getting that sneaky level up on Twist of Fate right there. Game winning. Like, that is so devastating, man. Like, that's why my favorite champion. What else am I gonna say? I'm not gonna fanboy about him for like minutes here. Let's go for another one. A mirror match? Really? This early on? Alright. Scorched Earth can be a lot of value if we hit something big with it. I want to keep the Arachnoid Sentry because it's one of the best enablers for Ravenous Flock. And I obviously do like seeing Krusty Codger, even though Krusty Codger is vulnerable to Ravenous Flock from the get-go, but I don't know if you want to waste a Ravenous Flock on this. Definitely has a Ravenous Flock. It's important to note that there's no health gain with these two regions, right? Unless you play like Citrus Courier, there's no health gain. So
I've whipped up something special.
I'm gonna drop the Dreadweight that can, so I can threaten more damage. I have Make It Rain enabled here. I'm gonna go for it now. May as well. Okay.
Deal me in. Who says I don't share?
is.
The feud for the many. Sleep for Noxus.
I'm gonna play the Arachnid Sentry again to stun that and try to develop a strong attack here.
I will break them. I don't change fate, but I can see it.
Looks like trouble.
Going in.
This is outrage! Merely pawns in a greater game. Empire above all!
Dropping him down to 11. Right now we're racing him well. We have the Scorched Earth, so we don't have to like deal with this Swain until there's no other. Okay, he goes for that. Gonna go to 6 cards, equally in mine. I have to think here. It could be a benefit to like preserving my Twisted Fate instead of using it for draw.
For silver I talk, for gold I listen.
Now that he's below 5 mana, I can knock him out.
Gotta go with the flow. Let's do this.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Never lost a fair game. Or played one.
We're gonna go for the red card here to try to wipe out his board. Alright.
People person.
I'll buy some time.
We get to attack. This is a race. Like I said, because they have no health gain, my game plan throughout this match has revolved a lot. To stay as healthy as I can.
Who's angry for action, I...
We're gonna play Jack the Winner.
You wanted wrath. Born a patrician, I became a soldier.
Like a fish in water.
I'm gonna go with this on Jack the Winner. Because right now he has no way of killing my Swain, so I will be stunning this, and he needs a blocker for this.
Fighting's a bloody business.
So we're gonna combine Jack with Swain here to shut down his Captain Farron. Krusty Cogger isn't really doing much for us here.
I talk to spirits. These are my rules.
We're going in.
We are at war.
We are at war! Fearsome, baby. Fearsome! This region combination cannot stop this Swain attack.
There is a system.
I'm calling it. You can't stop it.
This is outrage.
You cannot fucking stop it. You can stop Jack the winner. Yep. Got him, baby. Got the mirror.
Indecision is the first of
Swain dominance, motherfucker! There we go.
history will remember.
I thought it was gonna say my conflicts and only one way. I'll take that too. Okay. Some Ash. Have I like? Okay, so I just played like that mirror match was actually pretty long. I'm gonna check my mobilytics, like my max history real quick. Yeah, we just went against an Ash. Okay, we're going against another one. All right. Well, I don't want to keep. Oops, sorry about that. I want to keep sweating in my opening hand just yet. I'm gonna drop this and the Noxian Fervor. I'm gonna keep the Ravenous Flock and that in hand. I generally don't want to keep Noxian Fervor in my opener. Well, I got a 2-2. And I assume we're open attacking. Unless they're playing Tavern Keeper, every ounce of damage that we get onto them matters. It would be nice to...
Gotcha. Hot on the train.
Kind of sucks that we ain't got nothing, but what are you gonna do? I could try to go for a level up here.
I'm always up for a round or two. Blue as the Serpentine.
There's no better setup really, and this is a level up that I can make happen relatively quickly. If they have a Culling Strike.
I will unite the Freljord.
I'm not sure what they were like building up. I'm not gonna attack into a Brittle Steel.
I'm through waiting.
I'm gonna go for a Ravenous Flock here.
We fight for one Freljord.
No threat. Okay, no more threat. No Culling Strike. This is very important. He's opened himself up here. I'm not sure he realizes that. We're at 2, so we have to go for the pick a card, right? That gets us up to 5, 6, 7.
Gotta trust your instincts.
There's 6.
Act 'em good.
I don't change fate, but I can see it.
Gotta go with the flow.
Now this game's heating up.
Nice.
It can't be.
I've whipped up something special.
Tries the serpentine.
I just made a mistake. Just realized. Okay, I played into a reckoning there. I should have taken that into account. I got pretty lucky there, not gonna lie.
I'll buy us some time. This'll send them running.
Stand and defend.
Yes.
Send them off.
Something for all of us.
They walked around.
I need just a moment.
If I ever was vulnerable, I no longer am.
I'll cut them apart.
You're mine. You can't do this. Remember me.
Victory awaits. Loyalty through conquest.
I'm gonna prioritize SWAIN over Twisted Fate here because I have 7 mana.
Listen. The trap is set.
She's gotta be wary.
Back at the table.
Back at the table. Bum, bum. Someone's had enough.
Outplayed.
I love it. Oh, alright. Well, we do pretty good against Ashe. In case you were wondering, the deck is pretty good against Ashe. Alright, round 4. Okay. Fiora. I mean, obviously Ravenous Flock and Scorched Earth are going to be extremely important here. So I'm going to keep both of them. Make it rain, not as much. Even though we do need some way to ping down the opponent's units, but I can find better ways to do that. Okay.
I bear a message from. Oh, hey, what's that?
Oh, sorry, girl. I love seeing double Ravenous Flock. That gives me a lot of utility. I hate seeing.
Save your worlds. We speak with blades. Ship time.
Deal me in.
I'm gonna go for the red card, which is the Fates, as I do have double Ravenous Flock enabled. Oh.
I'm a people person.
I'm gonna make him burn all that mana. Gotta watch out for this.
Keep up, keep up. Get in the portal. Okay, what did you do this time?
Everything I've worked for.
gonna play Krusty Krajir first.
Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
See another Fiora there. I'm gonna go for the Death's Hand onto Zoe.
Oh, dizzy.
We get rid of Zoe, which was very important here.
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules.
Preventing him from leveling up was super crucial here.
Try me. Counter and strike.
Why, yeah.
For silver I talk, for gold I listen.
I'm always up for a round or two. All that glitters.
On guard.
Be nice to top deck another Twist of Fate. That would be amazing. Well, that's pretty good too. Nice.
Protect House Laurent.
Alright.
How are you, spirit?
What's in here?
This is a tricky situation. Because if he has an Equinox and the way to buff it... So, this is the problem that I find myself in right now. If he has an Equinox... If he picked up an Equinox, he can take away this, and then he can buff this and kill me next turn, right? But the odds of him being able to survive this are... I mean, to be fair, I have the ability to...
Takes you to the next nebula.
Man, I hope I don't lose to an open attack regardless into that. I could. Yeah. Too much damage there. GG. GG. He got us. Good game. Maybe I could have played that one differently. I don't feel like I should have lost that one, but I think my Noxian Fervor play was a mistake. I think I played a little bit too loosely that one. I ate too much damage that I shouldn't have eaten. Like I would like to look back into that game. I'm pretty sure I could have played it differently. My draws were fine. It's just my decision making wasn't quite up there, I think, and I got a little bit too comfortable in certain situations, I think. Because, like I said, it's not a bad matchup for us. All right, let's go for one last one. Okay, Fiora Shen. This matchup is interesting for sure. Hopefully we can get a bit of revenge on Fiora here. I'm gonna drop the Scorched Earth actually, and Jack the Winner. No, I'm gonna keep the Scorched Earth. Being able to deal with kill any unit potentially for 3 mana if I enable it right.
I'm one with the land.
It's ultimately worth it, I think.
Who goes there?
Make it rain is good. It allows us to enable potentially Scorched Earth and also.
Always 2 steps ahead.
I mean, I'm not even gonna think about this one. I'm gonna go for this into Ravenous Flock. If he has a single combat, it's fine. Alright. I'm gonna pass.
2 worlds, 1 balance.
Because you very easily can have a deny.
Gotta trust your instincts. Never lost a fair game. Or played one. All that glitters.
But stunning this.
My shield is yours.
Honor dictates both our actions.
Deal me in.
I'm gonna go for Twisted Fate here.
Your move.
Nature blesses her followers.
Well, I hit literally everything except the one that I wanted to hit, but I still get to clear these 2 technically. That's fine.
This will be quick.
Press on.
I find
On guard.
my father's blade. Our wills align.
I have no equal.
So it's pretty simple. Now what we gotta do is we gotta hope he doesn't have a concerted strike, and we gotta go for this to enable the Riptide Rex. Good to go! Which will outpower his denies. It's funny that one of these can, Nopify can still target these as well because they are, no, there's skill. Never mind, there's skill. Nopify is just fast or slow speed spell. Alright. Barriers should not be enough, especially, no, actually they would if that's fine.
This will be quick.
As it had to be.
Still got Jack the winner here.
Changes but never breaks.
Smack it for 5. Beautiful. Alright.
You wanted wrath.
Ooh, there's your boy SWAIN. We got the Arachnoid Sentry as well.
Walk the space between worlds.
Let's stun him. Let's lock him down, baby. There we go. Jack the winner. MVP! Or I should have gone with winning. But that's too easy, right? Okay, we did a little bit of climbing today. I mean, we went... How many games did we have in the end? We went 4-1, so we had a really good session today. And the game that we lost, we actually could have won, I think, if we played a little bit differently. Like, I honestly think that loss is completely on me. So, very happy with this deck. Honestly, I think this is probably the deck that I'll be using to get to Masters once and for all. Yeah, I think I'll make a bit of a push to Masters with this. I feel really confident with this deck. I always feel confident with Twisted Fate Swain. It's like my favorite competitive archetype, right? It's my favorite try-hard mode deck, I guess. And it's still alive and kicking, man. It's still fantastic. So try it out in case you miss a little bit of Swain action. And that's where I'll leave it at. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily, not daily. Stay tuned for regular Legends of Runeterra content. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you do. It's free. Just letting you know. I'll see you guys around.